Hi, this is Tech Greens by Andre, where I do predictions of the future. If you'd like me to do prediction for you, let me know in the comments below. Just a reminder that we do lives here on Saturdays and Sundays at 10 a.m. Central, and Tuesdays and Thursdays at 5:30 p.m. Central. So make sure you mark it down on your calendar. As we keep rolling along, make sure you're asking those questions for today's show. We got Pop Rocks. Hello, Pop Rocks. Now, just a reminder that if you're asking a question, we can use it for the flame. Make sure you indicate that it's a flame rating or a pendulum question or just a regular good old tarot card reading just to keep things straight. Okay, so let's get started. Okay, we'll get the card of the day, and I got this quite a while ago. It's called the universe has your back. Okay, so we'll take one card from there. We got it a while back, and keep forgetting to put it into the show. So very nice cards. Okay, so let's have a read from the randomly chosen card of the day. It says, "My energy creates my reality. What I focus on is what I will manifest." And this is very correct. Okay, where the things that we focus on is what we're going to produce in our lives, and it's that law of attraction. But we have to remember there's 12 other laws that you have to kind of understand for it to work. Okay, and that's the law of action. Okay, you can't just sit there and hope and wish and all that sort of thing. You have to take the actions for everything to manifest themselves. So if you're thinking of more money, you're going to have to go into the action, okay, of creating money. So the universe is going to give you resources to allow you to do that, i.e., books, videos, documentaries, people that you may talk to, which have the information. And it's up to you to take that information and utilize it in your lives. May not be easy, okay? But it's the universe giving you the tools to make everything possible for yourself. So, very good law to understand. Maybe we'll do a law of the day later on. So there's two laws of the universe. That's the law of action, which is very people tend to forget, and the law of attraction. And those are two of the main laws that kind of trip people up. Okay, and there's 10 other laws above that. That work, and we kind of do that out of it's just normal laws that we probably do without thinking about them. So let's move on with the horoscope readings of the day. Okay, lots of people having lots of questions. Awesome stuff. Let's look at Aries for the next week. We got the wife on deck. She's controlling things behind the scenes. We got Domino over here. She's sleeping. And Caesar's on the freezer sleeping, or was beside the freezer. He likes the coolness of the freezer, I think. So let's have a look at Aries. And if you don't know who those are my two cats. Okay, so for Aries for the next week, starting on Monday into the next week or so, let's have a look at what's going to be happening for the Aries. It seems that the health of the situation is you're going to be turning things around, and this is more of an emotional situation that you've been dealing with, and you're going to be finding the solutions for many of the things that have been plaguing you as of late. And you get to start to look at the positive aspects of the situation instead of the negative things. And you get to look at old negative things that happen as positives, okay, which is very interesting. So it may be a time of going a little bit backwards uh, with ourselves for the next week or so. And we're going to be implementing that, taking that law of action into our own hands and doing what is necessary for ourselves. And this is more of a week of emotional and mental health for ourselves. Okay. Financially, I think we're going to be eh, some of the things that are going on around us. We're going to maybe taking a little bit of a pay cut, but I think everything that we're putting into place is going to be manifesting a bit more money and a little bit more moving forward. It may not be exactly the mix that we were looking for, but it is going to be workable for us in the next year or so. Okay. Um, People that are around us, we're going to be the center of attention for some things. People are going to be noticing us and actually asking us questions and having a knowing between the people that are around you. Okay. And we're going to be charging into new situations with the people that are around us that are going to be bringing you and the people around you into a higher part of our lives. Okay. So that energy that you have with other people is going to be changing for the better for the next little while. Okay. So let's have a look at the next one, which is Taurus. For those people who like to be in charge of everything and anything that's around them, I know one or two Tauruses. Um, Very in control type of people. Okay, so let's have a look for the next week for them. Okay, so it seems that the health of the Taurus for the next week is going to be fairly good. They're going to be coming across some plateaus, and they're going to be overcoming those in no time flat. They're going to be a little hung up on some things in their emotional health and not knowing how to deal with them. So this is going to be a week for them to analyze everything that's around them. Okay, and pick the one that would work best for them for their emotional state moving forward. And once they make that choice, as we know Tauruses, they're going to go full blast in that direction. The financial part, there's going to be a lot of little victories financially for themselves, and they're going to be changing things around in their own little portfolios or big portfolios, whatever the case. And they're going to be looking at new wisdom coming towards them for better financial planning. And they're going to be walking away from some old situations that were not working for them in this next week and putting in place new ones that do work for them. People that are around us, we may be at odds with many of the people that are around us, and you're going to be maybe walking away from some people, which is not necessarily a bad thing. Just do it with in a good way. Okay, don't burn those bridges, as I know some of the Tauruses do at from time to time. Okay, let's move on to the next one. Gemini. I know a few Geminis. So, it seems that the health for the Gemini going forward is they're going to be coming across some relief in their finance, which can cause stress. So they're going to be figuring out some of the financial things around them, and the financial line of cards is also showing that as well, relieving some of that mental stress that you may have in those finances. And you're going to be figuring those things out and holding firm with those ideas moving forward. Same with the financial line of cards. You're going to be figuring out the exact path that you need, and you're going to be holding strong with those ideas. The people that are around us, I think at this moment in time, they're going to be a little battered and bruised. They're not quite understanding why you're doing the things that you're doing. Um, and it may be causing a little bit of friction with the people that are around you, your friends, family, coworkers, that sort of thing, until a later point in time. Okay, so they're gonna go, oh, that's why they're doing that. So sometimes people don't realize exactly why we're doing things until much, much later. And this is going to be one of those cases for the Gemini. A lot of the people around them are going to go, hmm. And it's that friction. And then moving forward, and then they'll have the, ah, okay. So that's what the Gemini week is going to be with friends, family, coworkers, that sort of thing, moving forward in the week. Okay, let's move on to the next thing. We got Cancer, those homebodies who love to do things at home. Okay. My best friend's a Cancer, so try to lure him out of the house sometimes. Being a Leo. Come on. Put your pants on. Okay, let's have a look at Cancer for the next week. My friend, I don't know if my friend's watching today, but he's probably laughing his ass off. That's true. So Cancers for the next week, their health is going to be okay. They're going to be picking new situations for themselves for better working out and that sort of thing, improving that physical health. They may be not necessarily taking care of their emotional and mental health. So that is something to be addressed this week. Okay. Financially, I think they're going to be coming up with some new ideas on how to make better money and better financial decisions in the next week. And they're going to be sitting pretty. We got that King of Pentacles at the very end of that week. So they're going to be, yeah, that was the right, the correct answer to the financial situation that we all are going through at the moment. So, friends, family, co-workers, of course, Cancer. They can be a little aggressive with people sometimes. And that's going to be rubbing people a little bit the wrong way. Okay, so just do it with grace and do it in a good way, and everything will become what it needs to be with those. Don't burn those bridges. Okay, if you can try not to do that. I do that sometimes. Just guide people. Okay, and I think everything will turn out the way it should for those people around us. Okay, so let's look at the next one. That should be mine, the Leo. People are already asking about Luna Classic. We'll get to that momentarily. So for the Leos that are out there, there's going to be a lot of hard work that we're going to be doing on ourselves, and mental and emotional things that we're going to have to work through, and we're going to be working through that in no time flat. And we're going to be actually listening to people on how to do things to fix things for once, and actually take that advice and run with it, as Leos often do. Financially, I think we're going to be working on a lot of things behind the scenes, and it's going to be very swift, and it's going to be a very emotional time for everybody that's around the Leo. and we're going to be making some great strides in the next week or so. The people that are around us, we're going to be thought of as wise men or ladies, and people are going to be coming to us in the next week for answers to their questions. I get that all the time, but for regular Leos, I think that's going to be an interesting thing for the next week. And you're going to be seen as a leader of many things moving forward. Okay, so let's look at the next thing. Virgo. So Virgo, your health is going to be a little bit of wonky. You're going to be walking away from some of the things that you held true, and you're going to be finding out that they are true, and you're going to be finding new solutions. But it's going to take a long time, a long journey to get to those things, as you haven't quite made that decision on how to do things, or if it's you have the concept, but you haven't fallen through with it yet. For the health situation, you will get there, and it will be very spectacular for the when you do it. A law of action, and that won't be this week. You'll be muddling it over for this week, and then actually taking action on it later on in the month. Financially, you're going to have a lot of small victories, and you're going to be holding firm to many of the things that you know are true. Okay, and they're going to be paying off for you in great amount. For the people that are around us, we're going to be having to leave some people behind because there was some smoke and mirrors from some people that are around us, and you figured this out, and you're going to be and this could be leading to that mental and emotional health situation at the top. And you're going to be kind of pulling away from those people and reevaluating many of the people that we have around us. This is a week of reevaluating the people that are around us. Okay, so that was Virgo. Libra. So for the Libra's health, I think there's going to be a lot of celebrations. You're going to be figuring out things this week that are going to be working for you for all your mental, physical, and emotional health moving forward. And you're going to have those celebrations that you made some really good choices this week. And you're going to be going with that. The financial situation is pretty good. There may be a bit of a job change or something like that I'm picking up in the cards, but it's going to be more beneficial to you. You're going to be finding some opportunities in chaos, okay? And you're going to be pouncing on that in the next little while. The people that you're associated with, that's friends, family, coworkers, that sort of thing, you may have a little bit of a fallout with one or two people that are around you, but you're going to be making new alliances and new friendships as you move along, okay, which are a little bit bad for you. And as we keep growing, sometimes the people around us have to change, and that's just the state of things, right? So just be aware of this, do it with grace, and do it in the right way, and you should be very good. Okay, so let's move on to the next one. Scorpio. So, Scorpio, your health is going to be a little topsy turvy for the next week. You may be even getting a bit of a cold. That other thing, stop thinking about that other thing because you're manifesting it and you're allowing the powers that be to rule over you because of fear and all that. And we won't get too much into that, but it's probably just regular cold. Uh, Financially, I think we're going to be doing rather well. There's going to be some secrets revealed that are going to be very beneficial to you in the next week or so. And you're going to be capitalizing on those situations that are going to be arising within the chaos. And the people that are around us, we're going to have a lot of celebrations with the people that are around us and moving on to other ventures with many of the people that we surround ourselves with. Hey, there's money over there. Okay. And you move everybody over there as well as a leader for the next little while. And it's going to be benefiting many of the people that are around you. Okay. So that was Scorpio. Let's move on to the next thing. Sagittarius. That's my mom. Okay, Sagittarius. Actually, she's a Capricorn. Not a Sagittarius. She'll probably smack me later on. No! She does that. All in good fun. It's a loving to the back of the head. For the Sagittarius, our health is going to be not too bad. We're going to be finding the right mixture of things moving forward, and things that are going to be working for us and not somebody else's idea of a health regimen. So this is going to be that week of realizing how to move forward in our personal way. Okay. Financially, I think it's going to be a little wonky for the next week. So careful with that discretionary spending, making sure that we're paying off those bills and sort of thing. We don't. There is a couple cards that are showing that you may be getting into a little bit of financial situation, if you know what I mean. So just be careful, okay? Even though it's coming up in the cards, does not mean that is what it is. Okay, it's just a bit of a warning sign. Okay, so you turn right instead of left. Okay. The people that are around us, we're going to be showing our work to many of the people that are around us, and they're going to be benefiting, and we're going to be making new allies as we move along. Okay. So that was Sagittarius for the next week. Capricorn. Capricorn's health is you're going to be having a little bit of a rough week, but you're going to be turning that around. You're going to not have this great change that you thought was going to be happening, and it's going to be moving on to something else. Okay. Which is going to be much, much better. So you're going to be figuring this out in the next week or so. and it's not going to take as much energy as you thought to make that change. Okay, it's going to be nice and gradual and quite automatic, actually, when you make that change. Financially, we're going to be those, it's probably related. We had that Three of Swords, but it's reversed, so that you thought there was some big hurdle that you can't get above, but it's about face, and you're going to be finding that it's not as hard as you thought. Okay, so you're going to have some celebrations and that you made some really good choices in the next week. The people that are around you are going to be making a lot of new friends, actually, probably part of a new group. Okay, coming up, you're going to be getting social again. Um, and not having any of that confusion around everything that's been going on and moving forward in a good way with people that are around us. Okay, so that was Capricorn. Aquarius. Okay, so for the Aquarius, we're going to be having a little bit of problems with our health situation. Maybe we're feeling a little bit down for the next week or so, and that's going to be lasting about another week or so. It's more of the emotional thing I'm picking up. You're going to be overcoming that with some planning and strategizing behind the scenes with some people that you trust, getting over many of the mental situation that you've been going through and emotional. Um, and that ties into the financial part of everything going on around you. And you may be overspending in some of the things that it's fun, but this is the moment in time that we're gonna have to be a little bit more careful with discretionary spending. People that are around us, there's going to be a lot of hurdles that we're going to be overcoming, but it's going to be hard fought, and many of the people, friends, family, coworkers, um, there may be some roadblocks along the way that we're going to have to deal with. So it's all connected to our emotional health for the next week. Okay. But it's going to be coming to an end very, very soon. We got that 10 of Wands, which is an end cycle. So all that hard work is going to be paying off for you. And you're going to be doing very well in the week after. Okay. It's not a bad thing. It's always a good thing because you're going to be learning from that situation moving forward. Okay, let's move on to the next thing. Pisces. So it seems that for the Pisces, our health is going to be not too bad. We're going to be thinking that we're going to be coming across this situation that can't be overcome, but it will be overcome. Okay. If we're doing all the right things and taking the right actions financially, I think we're going to have quite a bit of a change in our financial situation. Picking up that it may be a job related thing. Write it out. Do not burn those bridges. Okay. And move on from there. I think this is just a life lesson for all the Pisces out there on how to move forward from a situation. And it's related to the friends, family, co-workers. Because we're going to be walking away from many of the situations around us, and we're going to find the better mixture of things moving forward with our friends, family, occupation, that sort of thing, with the people that we're associating with. And that's going to be causing a little bit of a friction in the next week or so. So you're going to be getting through that, no problem. Just stay true to who you are. Okay, so let's move on to the next. Hey, we got Pop Rocks. Luna Classic will reach ascent in 2024. Okay.
Will it? Will it?
Oh, will it? I thought he was making a statement. It will be. He's doing his own reading on the side.
And it says, or will it be worth more?
Or will it be worth more? Okay. Since I got the cards out already. 2024. For whatever reason, it's going to be coming up short for the next couple of years. I know there's a lot of energy behind it, and people are doing things behind the scenes and in front of the scenes and then top of the scenes with Luna Classic. I don't think it's going to be breaking that 1 penny in that time period. It may be a little past that, okay? Because it's going to have its struggles in the next little while. I am picking up that they're going to be trying to do things like pegging their crypto to something, having a stable coin, and it's probably going to be, it will be falling flat on its face. So enjoy the ride for the moment. Okay, there is some buying and selling opportunities if you are skilled in that sort of thing. I think Marlon was on the chat earlier. There is trading opportunities, but it's none of the crypto experts I'm talking to. We went to a crypto meeting on Thursday. They don't want anything to do with Luna Classic for obvious reasons, because of it falling down and falling flat and all the things that were happening with Luna Classic in the last little while. It'll be around. I think people's attentions are going to be onto other things. Okay. And we got Domino doing things in the background here.
Playing dominoes.
Playing dominoes. When Domino moves, things fall down. So I don't see it getting to that 1% in that time period. Okay? Hopefully that helps you out. Can you do a reading on Russia underwater nukes? I know they do have them. It's called the Poseidon, I believe. It's launched from their submarines. Now, all right, and maybe you're asking if they're going to be using them. The answer to that question is no, because everybody would dogpile Russia, and that would be the end of the world. Putin's not that crazy. Well, he may be crazy, but he's not stupid. Okay, there's a difference. But let's have a look anyways in the cards. Yeah, they have hypersonic missiles on from all their new missiles are the hypersonic, which nobody can catch because they go so fast. Okay, well, let's have a look. At least not yet. They can't catch him. Okay, so the health of this particular situation, I think, yes, they do have them. They've already stated that many times over. I don't think that it's ever going to be used. It's going to be more of the old bully in the schoolyard, and he's holding a fist up to your nose. Doesn't mean he's going to punch you. Okay, he's just giving you a warning. and which is kind of the sentiment from Russia. Russia has all the cards. Okay, and they even got a ton of aces up the sleeve on where to move forward. It's more of what the EU and the rest of the Western world who do, the NATO countries. That's the play. Okay, and they are getting ready. NATO is, of course, through the Aries, are going to be doing a huge attack on the new acquired cities in Ukraine. Yeah, this is why they have court martial law in that one particular area for their protection, for those people's protection. And I don't think they're actually going to be getting to that point of using nuclear weapons against Ukraine. Okay, so hopefully that answers your question. Hello, Andre. Yvonne, do you expect a blow up phase in the US dollar next days and weeks with the risk aversion, the possible in stock markets soon? Yeah, they're going to be trying to do all kinds of crazy things to keep their US dollar. Okay. And that is slowly, well, not slowly, quickly becoming the thing of the past. As I've said in the past, Russia, China, and all the people that are associated with them are making other plans. You have to remember, Russia has been having a parallel economy to the rest of the world. They do not need anybody else, really. Okay. And those countries that are following that, I can't remember the name of the countries that are part of that organ. It's BRICS, but there's a bigger name that actually all these countries are a part of, and OPEC is part of that too. So they've been insulating themselves against the US and the Western economies. So they don't really need any of the Western countries. They've been protecting themselves with a parallel economy. Okay. So because they already knew that the US dollar was going to be crashing, and it's going to be crashing very, very soon, especially with Mr. Biden doing all the things that he thinks, all the things that you see them with monetary mumble jumble is more of bluster and trying to keep his job for the next little while, but it is going to be falling down. Okay. And it is going up in a blow up phase in the next few weeks. You are correct. You've read this situation correctly. And risk aversion. So they're going to be trying to save their own skins. And then the markets are going to be okay. Everything that they've been doing, like the US, to go against the Russians is going to be failing. Okay. And this is why we're seeing a lot of the things that we've been saying. And it's been going on since 2008. They have not corrected that situation for you. You are correct in your assessment. Okay. Hopefully that helps you. And thank you for your input. Hi, Andre. Would really appreciate a 3-card reading if possible. No problem. You're going to be averting total collapse of something because you're making all the good decisions behind the scenes or in front of the scenes on a situation that's, I think it's more work related than anything. And and it may be caused for not listening to somebody who you thought, or they think they're giving you the right information, but it's going to be turning out that it's the wrong information, and you're going to be figuring this out. And it will advert much of the tarot card in our lives. I think it's work related or business, and you're not going to be charging forward with that situation. Okay. You're going to be a little bit of in a holding pattern for the next little while on that front, and then in the next little while, you're going to be figuring out how to move forward. I had to do some more cards to get more clarity. It's more of an emotional thing that you're going to have to overcome to move to the next part of your situation. And with clear thinking and breathing and thinking clearly, you're going to be making the right decision. Okay, don't do any of those knee-jerk reactions. Hang on, think it through, and you're going to be making the right decision moving forward. Okay, hopefully that helps you out. Is BTC still going to have a major drop below 12,000 US? I still think it's gonna be dropping, but I don't think it's gonna be. Oh my, well, we'll have to look at it this way. Where it is right now for BTC, the people that are in it, there's not a lot of new people in it. Okay. It's the old codgers like me with gray hair who have been around for a while. We didn't know that BTC is going to win. We're in it to win it. Okay. It may go down a little because of the market fluctuation. And that's only because people that are in it to win it sell a little bit to pay off those bills. And the move of the elites that have been buying up cryptocurrencies like crazy, maybe selling a bit to pay off bills and that sort of thing. That is the breathing in and the out of the market. Okay. So there is going to be some good buying opportunities for everybody. Right now is a very good opportunity to buy because you have to remember the next new low or high when it does go next year or so is going to be 80 grand Canadian. Okay, whatever that is in American. I can't remember because if you follow the chart, every time it pumps up and then comes down, pumps again, could be years after, the new high will be, or the new low will be the old high, right? So we had it to 80 grand Canadian, came down to 26 in Canadian, and now it'll probably jump up to 125,000 or something like that. And then it's going to come down again to that 80 grand or somewhere in that neighborhood. Okay. And that'll be in the next couple of years. So if you're hanging on to $26,000 Bitcoin, you're going to be well ahead of the game. Okay. So just think of it in that way. If you're a little confused on the market, look at the chart and go back and watch it over time. It's always done this. Okay. So just by looking at the history, you got it. You don't even have to be psychic or anything to see where it is going to be in the future because there's a pattern to it. Okay. Hopefully that answers your question in a bigger way. Okay. Thank you for that. Reef. Hello, Marlon. Will it go to 10 cents by the end of the year, November or December? Pendulum. Aha. Aha. Don't hear too much about Reef anymore. So wherever I don't follow Refill that closely. It is going to be doing a little bit of a pump in the next while. So, like many of the cryptocurrencies that are out there, it's a good buying opportunity. Right now, everything's on sale. Okay? So, do the opposite of everything everybody else is doing, and you're going to do very, very well. As is with stocks or bonds or any of that sort of thing. Buy it nice and cheap. It's on sale. This is when you rub your hands together and buy. All right. Not financial advice, of course. But I know Marlon, he likes to do those trades. And yes, what you do have in mind is correct. I'm picking up. You're looking for those little ups and downs to make that money. You're correct on that one. It's really hard. I was talking to Kevin from our cryptocurrency meeting, and he says that a lot of the big time traders that they know are having a really hard time making big money in this market today. So if you're making some money with your trading, you're doing good. Okay. So kudos. Yeah, right now it's really difficult to make that big money. So you are on the right track, Marlon. Okay. Thank you for that. Maybe you're psychic. We are all psychic. Card reading, please. Will Casper Network reach 30 cents US or more? Hey, we were talking about Casper last Thursday. It's one of the picks. Seems to be very sought after crypto at the moment. Okay. So it seems Casper in the next little while, it's going to be going through a little bit of turmoil in the next little while. I'll show you the card. So it's moving along and something happens, probably news or a scare in the market brings everything down for the next little while. And people are going to have to be really, really, really careful in the next little while on how to proceed forward. Okay. People in fear. Okay. Selling. So, of course, this tells us to buy when everybody's in fear, be greedy. So I don't think it's going to get that $30 this year. But yes, it will get to that within the next 2 to 4 years. It will get that $30 US or more. Next 2 to 4 years, I think it's going to be doing rather well. I think it's going to be a little lackluster on some fronts because people aren't talking about it and that sort of thing, and everybody's attention's on other things at the moment. People will veer back to many of those cryptocurrencies moving forward. Okay. So there you go. Thank you for that, Dilly. And my husband and I are trying our house in New Jersey. Do you see it selling and when? Is that a pendulum question? Or cards? Let's do cards. Do both. Multitasking. Can't do that.
Can you do it?
I can. Let's do the first part with the pendulum. And then we'll do a little bit more insight with the cards. So, selling, saying yeah. Sure. but it won't be for some time. There's a whole lot of chaos going on around the world. It may not sell for quite some time. I'm picking maybe 2 years until everything settles down. Let's do a little bit of card. So it is going to sell. It's just when. More of a year or so time period from now. So a year and a half or so, that it's going to be good for selling. I also picking up that it might not go for the price that you're asking for. So it might be a little lower. Depending if you want to make money from it, you might have to wait a little longer. But if you just want to sell it for a little above what you put into it, it's going to be about a year and a bit from there. Okay? Hopefully that answers your question. L Pulse Chain, realizing in oh, will it be a thing? I guess that's the question. There's a lot of these cryptocurrencies that are kind of on the hold. They keep saying, it's coming out soon, I tell you. And then the time that comes and goes and still not out yet. A lot of that going on. So it is saying yes, but it's like on the edge of the year. If that's the question that you're asking. It's going to be like the new year, old year, in that time period that it's going to be released. Will it be a good thing? I don't see it really being the thing that people were thinking it was going to be. It'll come out. It's just going to be because of, not because that it's bad. It's just the environment that it's coming out in. That's where it's at. Okay, so it might be overshadowed by many of the other things that are going on around the world. Okay, people might not really pay attention to it for a while because of all the other things going on around the world. Okay, so hopefully that helps you out. Will Elron's X Day, big event, 3rd to 5th November in Paris, really put them and related coins back on the map again? Okay. Yes and no, but in Paris, if anybody knows what's happening in Paris right now or France, people go, who? We're busy holding signs above our head and marching in the streets with letters on them. Again, it's going to be kind of lost in the shuffle for the next little while. Unfortunately, and that's going to be happening with a lot of currencies that are trying to get themselves known. Hey, over here. Other things are going to be taking precedence over cryptocurrencies. Okay, especially in Paris. It might go be coming out, but kind of with a whimper. Okay? Sorry. Okay. Thank you for that question. Well, Nervous network reached 30 cents. I'm always nervous about Nervous. Reached 30 cents US in 2023. Yeah, it's saying no. Again, I've done other readings with Nervous, and it's not. It's okay, but I think there's a lot of other things that may be taking precedence over Nervous in the next little while. In 2023, I think a lot of things are going to be hitting the proverbial fan. So many cryptocurrencies might not survive. I think Nervous will be around in some form, but I'm thinking that people are going to be focused on other things in the new year. Okay, thank you, Anne. Three card reading on the court case with the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission and XRP. All my XRP friends or people are, it's not XRP, it's Ripple. But that's okay. Anyways, okay. Those XRP get a little tight sometimes when I say certain things. Okay. It's very important court case. Okay. The next little while, we're going to see a change. They are going to be releasing the file that the court wanted to have opened, and they kept. No, you can't see this file. You can't. That is going to be releasing many of those that are pertinent to the case come up, and this is going to be the stepping stone for XRP Ripple in the near future. It is going to be the thing that helps them win the whole thing, and XRP is going to be making all their money back from that case. So it's going to be playing out for another year because SEC likes to take their time with everything. It's been 2 years. My first reading on this, I'd said it was going to take a long time. And it's not going to be bearing any fruit for the SEC. Okay, so we already know the end of the chapter. It's just we got to now live through this entire situation. XRP Ripple is already doing things everywhere else on the planet, not so much in the United States. Okay, they're still in business. They're still opening up things in other countries. There's more countries than the U.S. The U.S. is the sticking point. And I think a lot of cryptocurrencies are going to go elsewhere to do their business. So just be aware of that. And we're already seeing that a lot of cryptocurrency businesses are going other countries that aren't so bad. Okay? So they will win. It's just going to take another year or so for it to be resolved. So hang tight. It'll be fine. Okay. Hopefully that answers your question. Thank you.
Oh, never mind.
That's Brizzo. Hi, Andre. I recently got a job offer and wondering. I think this person was asking about a job the other day, wasn't she? Okay. If I should accept it, hired me on the spot, and usually that's a red flag. Sometimes, or they really need people. Where I work, they're having a hard time finding people. there's a lack of workers that want to work. And they're basically begging people, please work. Work. We'll give you things. We'll give you extra lollipops. Just come in. And I'm still working. It's quite fun to watch. And there's the other thing, this COVID, you can't get a job where I work unless you have that's quickly going away. Okay, so there. Okay, you don't have your shot. That's okay. Get to work. I'm guessing that's kind of happening around the planet at the moment. Okay, let's look. I would accept the job, knowing that you're a consultant. Seeing your other question here, that kind of frees you up for other things that may be coming along because you're a consultant, and all that hard work that you've been putting in is going to be paying off. Okay, there's this dire need for workers right now, so being a consultant is a nice place to be at the moment. And if you have a demand for your work skills, even better. Okay. Yeah. Take the job. It's going to be working out for you, and it's going to get you into other things. Okay. And just remember that companies right now are in dire need of people. So that's what you may be picking up. Okay. Hopefully that helps you out. Hi, Andre. Last time you said that we have to be very, very patient to make money on Matic. Yeah, that's most cryptocurrencies right now. What is the best investment in the next 2 years? Matic, BTC, or ETH? Good, good, okay. Matic is a huge thing that's happening with Matic. BTC, same thing. Ethereum is the future of cryptocurrency. That's a hard one. I would do all three, and I do all three. BTC more so, but ETH would be a very, very close second. We're actually thinking of getting some more ETH, just because. If I had to choose one, I'd go with the BTC at the moment. There's a lot of things going on there. Okay, hopefully that answers your question. Will Doge girlfriend be successful? Pendulum. In the beginning, I kind of scoffed at this one, but I think it's actually going to have quite a bit of a future here. Yeah, maybe one to put a little bit of money in. Don't put everything in there. Don't put the kitchen sink there. But if you have a couple bucks to throw in, I'd say go for it. Financial advice, of course. But I think it's going to be very successful in the near future. It's not going to overtake Bitcoin or anything, but it's going to be a good one to get into for good gains in the next little while. Okay. Thank you for that question. Hi, Andre. How will our Fox exploit? Never heard of our Fox. Did Pop Rocks leave again?
Yeah. Oh well. You'll catch up later.
You'll catch up later. Pop Rocks lives here in Winnipeg. And we're thinking, never know, we might meet each other as we're moving about our day. Oh, that celebrity moment. Sandre! I'm not that well known that I get noticed in the street yet. So I'm a mini celebrity at the moment. So okay. So our fox. I don't see it doing. It'll be doing okay, but it's not going to be amazing. It's going to be 10 timesing, 20 timesing, which is good. Okay, but I think you could be making bigger money with other cryptocurrencies. I think it's going to do well. Okay, it's not going to be overtaking Ethereum or anything like that, but I think it's going to do very, very well. Okay, in the next bull run. Okay, thank you for that.
Did we do one on Gavin Newsom?
Gavin Newsom.
Did we?
Did we? Not yet.
Okay.
Gavin Newsom, the governor of California, what's his political future? He may run in 2024. Does he stand a chance? Well, California is blue. I've heard the name. I don't remember exactly what side of the he's on, but you have to remember everything is going to go red, as we're already saying, in the midterms in the United States. A big wave of red, and a big wave of red around the world, even here in Canada. Well, our version of red. Our red is the Liberal Party. So for us, it'd be blue for PC. So same idea, different color. Just confuses people who watch Canadian news. Blue. For us, blue is our red. And in the States, red is our blue. Just to give you a heads up. And green is still green. Politically. Now, for Gavin Newsom, he's going to be running, but it's not going to be that good for him. There's going to be a lot of smoke and mirrors. He's going to be lying, as most politicians do, to try to keep his seat. He doesn't have it already. I don't think it's going to be holding on for that long because of all the things that are going on in the United States and the world at the moment. Unless he changes his color, okay, to the red, if he's not already red, he stand a chance. And depending on people's memories, yeah, I don't see it going well for him in the next little while. Okay, hopefully that answers your question. Will Ripple go to trial? Okay. Well, they already kind of are in court right now. Oh, they are in court. Will it get to finality? Yes, it will be finalized. It just takes a dog's age to figure anything out in the court. Domino. Yeah, they're going to be winning their case. It's just going to take a long freaking time. Okay? So if that's what you're referring to, it will be coming to a head very, very soon, maybe a year or so. Okay? Thank you for that. And Anne's leaving. Have a good weekend. May I have a 3-card reading, please, Anne? Thank you. We got a person from Facebook. Hello from Facebook. Garrett and Clara. Hello. Nice to meet you. Okay, 3-card reading for ND. It seems that you're holding back some of emotional thing that's been hurting your relationships right now. So once you release that and talk to people about this particular thing that you're holding back on, you're going to be changing the dynamic of the people that you relate to. Okay. I think right now they're kind of standing away from you. Okay. Because you're holding something back that they need to know. When you release it, I think you'd be patching things up with the people that are around you. Okay. So talk about the situation with the people that are closest to you, and you can the things that are around you. Okay, so hopefully that helps you out. Talk, communicate. Be months with volatility, or is it going to be flat? It's going to be more volatility, um, which is normal. I think yesterday was 26, went down to 25, went up to 26. This is Canadian money. It's going to be that like that for the next 3. So till it does that for a short period of time. Okay, it could be a couple months, but short, and then it's gonna after that. So next 3 October, November, December, we're gonna be bouncing around, and then it's gonna in the next while, but it's gonna be a very short period of time. Okay, hopefully that answers your question. Do you think Pulse X will do 10,000 times in the future? Or is that 10x? 10,000?
I'm not sure what that means. 10,000 times?
10,000 times. Which might be good. No to 10,000 times itself, but it will go up. There's a lot of things that I think it's Richard, the head of that, has to put into place. It will 10 times itself, but not 10,000 times itself in the near future. Okay, hopefully that helps you out. Pop Rocks, will Trump get elected? Now, me and the wife been talking about this for quite some time. She says it's the cute one that's going to get elected, which is not Trump.
No.
No, it's the guy in Florida. So, well, Trump and Pop Rock's not here at the moment, so that's okay.
Watch it later.
He'll watch it later. Will he get elected? I gotta get there. For whatever we keep picking up that he may not get elected because he's not good politician. It's good for many of the people, and there may be a health issue that may be holding him back in the next election, or his age will come into question. Where guy from Florida, I can't remember his name off the top of my head, may be more viable and more palatable to the most people. Okay, because not everybody in the U.S. likes Trump, even though he did a lot of good things. He did those nasty tweets, but made people cry. But that's it, as bad as it got. Well, I shouldn't say that. There's some other things. I'm thinking the majority of people may like the idea of going right. They just would find DeSantis, that's the guy's name, more palatable to the most amount of people. Okay. Trump may cause a lot of friction and may put a lot of votes to the other side because of people's tastes for the moment. Okay. So that's probably the scenario that we're getting into. People don't like the left anymore, but they don't want to go all the way to the Trump. So you got this whole segment of the youth trying to justify going all the way over to Trump. So if DeSantis came into the picture, that might be more palatable to the most amount of people. And he's already a bit of a hero for everybody in the U.S. anyway. So, and he doesn't do nasty tweets making people cry. So there's that. Okay, so we'll watch that closely and see where it goes. Okay, thank you for that question. Will Deutsche Bank crash this year? It's damn near close, but I think we did a reading on this not that long ago, and they will survive. But with a lot of help. Saying, yeah, it will crash, but it'll stay alive, but with a lot of help from outside forces, meaning government and stuff. So they're going to be using your tax money to help them out because all the banks of the world have been doing stupid things. Okay? And this is part of the reason we're in the mess we're in now. It's because of the politics and the banking cartel, because the banking cartel tells the politicians what to do, and they made some really bad decisions. It's either by design or they're that incompetent. Whatever helps you sleep at night. So yeah, they will crash. They both will be revived by outside entities.
You added in 27th October?
27th of October. That'd be pretty close to the mark. You're picking it up. He may be a psychic. You're right on the button. Okay? We're very close. Thank you for that. Yeah. He has a Kasha meditation. So he's a practicing psychic. Everybody is psychic. You're only as psychic as you allow yourself to be. Hello, just got here. Can you tell me, my friend Bit's current emotions toward me? It's the first thing I got. So they're a little put off with you. Let's have a little bit more insight to the situation. For some reason, I think they want to eliminate that relationship that they have with you. Got that good old death. Doesn't mean death of the person, just means of a great change within the dynamic of your friendship. But knowing this, people act out with negative emotion, right? So all bad behavior comes from fear. So some type of fear is driving them to do things, or a misunderstanding of something on either from either party may be causing this friction between the two of you. Once we understand the situation between the two by talking to one another, we can resolve many of the issues that we have with other people. Okay, so I'm just picking up and talk with them and find out where the situation lies. Alleviate many of the negative energies between the two. Okay. And once you do that, it's going to be very fruitful and all that sort of thing, if you should want to. Okay. And I'm just picking up it's from some type of misunderstanding. They may have taken something that you said out of context, that sort of thing. Okay. Hopefully that helped out.
The second card reading for
Will I be moving come spring 2023? And will it be out of this state? That's a big, tall order. Okay. I'm moving. That'd be the first question. A few questions there. So I'm picking up that it's a good possibility that you stay put where you are. But it does mean that the professional side of things will be changed in some form, because that was part of your third part of your question. Will be changing, but won't be necessary that you will need to move in some case. And the new position will be very lucrative, giving you the opportunity to move on your own terms in the near future. Okay. But yeah, that is coming up the for you for this change. Okay, but I don't think you're gonna have to move because of. Okay, hopefully that helps you out.
all right, that's it.
That's it.
Done. Show's over.
Oh, and no flame readings today. Okay, that's okay. I'm always grateful for everybody that comes out for the show. Always a great pleasure. If you like to, reminder that we do lives here on Saturdays and Sundays at 10 a.m. Central. So we'll be back here tomorrow. Tuesdays and Thursdays at 5:30 p.m. Central. So make sure you mark it down on your calendar so you don't miss out. It's great to see a lot more Facebook people here. Hello. Trying to build that community up as much as we can. Would like a personal reading with me, make sure you go to secretreadingsbyandre.com, where all that information is there. If you like to protect your cryptocurrencies in the best possible way, make sure you go to Secret Readings by Andre, where we have the affiliate link to the Trezor wallet. It's in our shop area of our website. And if you should happen to purchase a Trezor cold storage wallet, me and Domino makes some money. It's just the closure that you got to say. Okay. So until we meet again, make sure you like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the future. Bye-bye.